Alexa, play 2000s hip hop music.
The station
This is a fun matchup. Team comes in ranked in the top 10, but walking into a snake pit, a hostile environment, trying to escape with a W. Welcome to San Marcos, Texas, a UFCU stadium, home of the Texas State Bobcats. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Cronstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. And here we go, folks. The kickoff team is out there to get this season underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So Clemson's offense will get the first swing today. And out comes this quarterback who's certainly familiar to fans. It's the first game of his final season as he tries to make all that senior experience come into play.
Well, we've seen what this guy can do throughout his career, Chris, but you and I had a chance to talk to him yesterday, and it sounds like he's eager to show people that he's taken his game to another level. Let's see how quickly he can get off to a good start here.
An inside give now from the shotgun.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid game here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A quick throw out left, complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Handoff here from the shotgun.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Looking to pass here on second down. Over the middle, it's Brown. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Can he get there on the ground? He'll earn the first down, but paid for it with a hard hit.
Well, I know it's here early in this game, but boy, this is what you want to see as an offense. You get to these third downs, it's all about trying to create opportunities and momentum, and that's what they've done here, converting to get a new set of downs.
So second down and 10 now from the 43 after the incompletion.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
The Tigers will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Makes the grab. It's Brown. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
Here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Lets it fly to the wideout. The pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time.
And this just goes to show you, everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
Scanning the field, it's Jackson. First play taken, a deep shot. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
So second down after the incompletion. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. The pocket breaking down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Chris, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and the big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years, I think their defense deserves as much credit as guys like Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. This defense has gone to a different level, and that's why they're a national contender every single year.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Second down after that previous play. Same tailback, another carry. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Third down play for this offense. Handoff in a single back formation. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Now, a 4th down.
They need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he picks up the first down. Tackled at the 32.
Confident play there on 4th and 1. Get behind the big fellas up front. Get a good push. You have to like that call on this part of the field. A punt there doesn't net much of a change in field position. So the right call is made and you pick up the first down.
Poor set of balance, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a 1st and goal. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. This should be the last play of the quarter. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. They get him down to wrap up the first period of play. So, Kirk, we reached the end of 1. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. Being set here now for the second period, both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening quarter. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Great looking drive. 11th play coming up. It's 3rd and goal. QB decides to keep it here. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Chris, I don't care what era we're talking about in college football. Defending the option when it's really well executed, one of the toughest things that defense can do, and this quarterback deserves a lot of credit. A great feel of when to pull it and when to give it. This time he keeps it himself for the touchdown.
Kicking team out for the PAT trial. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring.
Texas State 7, Clemson 0.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They'll give it to the running back. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking to throw here. Sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this. It's 3rd and long. The ball is picked off. Look out, he's in the clear.
Well, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over. It's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
Here comes the Texas State offense back out there. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty.
Ready up. Get set.
To throw, it's Jackson. Defense is coming after him. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short game. Had a nice drive going here, but now it's 3rd down and long. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pass caught, can he get in? Can't get to the end zone, he'll spot the ball at the 2.
Boy, how about the read here by this quarterback to find his open man and keep this drive moving. Great conversion. And when you're in the red zone, you got to think about getting...
And he's got it! Touchdown, Texas State! Tight end was wide open. How do they lose track of the big fella down there, Kirk?
I don't know. I wish I knew. The defense, to me, looks like they just were so locked in on defending the goal line, they forgot about the tight end. That'll probably be the easiest touchdown throw and catch we see of the game today.
They're setting out to try the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure, just got it away.
That quarterback had to get rid of the ball quickly because that pass rush was coming. Better an incompletion than a hurried throw that leads to an interception.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Quick completion to the tight end.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in way downfield. Finally brought down to the 12. An explosive play puts him in great scoring position. One huge play has changed the drive. Now let's see if this offense can cash in this red zone opportunity. They keep him off balance with a run. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And he drops back in the gun. Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's just textbook right there. Great timing and recognition by the quarterback. Great route by this receiver. He gave a nice stem to the outside before he went to the post. Perfect timing, tough to defend, and an easy touchdown for this offense.
Texas State, 14, Clemson, 7.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Bobcats offense back out there. Trying to build on this lead before halftime. They got off to a slow start, but they've gotten it going here in the 2nd quarter. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. They're going to run it here. Breaks into the clear. And they'll tackle it about the 23-yard line.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Dropping back. It's Jackson. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking deep to the right side. It's caught inside the 30, still on his feet. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. That could be the kind of play that they need to get some traction in this game. Everybody expected him to win coming in here as the favorite on the road. It's been a battle so far. They need something like this to quiet the crowd.
Well, they're sleepwalking. There's no doubt about it. I don't think they expected to be challenged at all. They're not playing with any urgency, and you're right. Maybe a play like this will get them going because they're playing a team that's unranked. This game is everything to them. They want what you have. You can't let them take it by giving up this game.
That incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 26. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And this pass is on target, caught. Tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay of game. Offense.
And the delay of game. push the offense back 5. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Running up the middle, but stopped for no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fence, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Well, still plenty of work here to do now on 2nd down and goal. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play.
Well, the quarterback keeps the ball. He's trying to make a big play on 3rd down. He probably should have gotten the ball out of his hands. Now, we've got a big 4th down coming up.
So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. Oh, he missed it. Off target that time. And after the miss, it's still a 7-point lead.
It's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The clock is still running up to hurry up here, but it's a crucial 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Trying to create here on the move. And it's a comeback round. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Catch made on the sideline, but they get nothing out of it. He's going to lose yardage there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Fires it on the move. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play. One more play before they head to the locker room. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looking for a man deep on the right side. And it's caught outside the 10 and still going. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat San Marcos when that town is buzzing as it is today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the 2nd half.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. And the Tigers will kick it away to get us going in the 2nd half. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Texas State offense back on the field now. The passing game's been on fire. Let's see if the defense has made some changes to begin to slow it down. Dropping back. It's Jackson. Pressure is coming. Running out of time in the pocket. Second and long from the 14. Heading left after the handoff. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. 1st and 10 now for the offense. Quarterback keeps the football. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
And the gain just good enough for a first down.
You call a quick out on 3rd down, I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for the wide out. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. 1st down now at the 40.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
The gain is 8 yards, so it sets up a 3rd and 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
They face a 3rd and short on the 9th play of this drive. Looking downfield, it's Jackson. Bringing pressure. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up, and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
So now on comes the field goal unit. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And the lead remains at 7 after the miss. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a quick grab. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. The Tigers come to the line in a hurry-up.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Man, another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow. And
oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
First down sack pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He lets it go. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Clemson.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Now the all-important extra point. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Texas State offense back out there. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. And now from the pistol formation. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Tackled after the takeaway, and that will end this quarter. Heck of a ride through a very competitive first 3 quarters as we check out some of the stats here. Let's see how this fourth quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. That's caught. It's Brown. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
He's tackled at the 28-yard line. Second down.
Now it's second down here. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Here comes the Bobcats offense back out there. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Scanning the field. It's Jackson. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Bobcats. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
He does his job with the PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the fourth quarter. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
He's brought down after a short gain. It's not going to be first down yardage. The completion makes it second down. From the shotgun, drops back. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. They stop him, but it's a first down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Really good call here to go with the jet sweep, but you've got to get north and south. Once the defense is out of position, the quicker you can get vertical, the better chance you can find yardage for that first down.
He's got room to run. Gets the first and still running. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And he dumps it off to the tight end.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Solid gain there. It sets up a 1st and goal at the 7.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
1st and goal, handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down and goal, upcoming. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Touchdown, Clemson. They jump on top now here in the 4th. So what happened there? The defense just lost track of the tight end down in the goal line.
I don't know. I don't know if they were just so focused on defending the goal line, they just completely forgot about the tight end. That'll be probably the easiest touchdown throw and catch of the game we see all day.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
That makes it clear. Clemson 28, Texas State 21.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. The Texas State offense back on the field now. So 1st and 10 here. Offense desperate to reach the end zone on this drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
To the air, it's Jackson. Grab near the sticks. It's Morton. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. First down. Looking to throw the football. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Oh, would have been a game-clinching interception. Couldn't hold on. Brings up second down.
While they don't connect here,
but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Now, bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
On third down, he drops to throw. Lets it go quickly. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Moves out of the pocket. Look out, room to run here. And he'll scramble for a first down and importantly get out of bounds to stop the clock. That's a smart play.
The defense is so concerned with the play downfield, they fail to account for the quarterback and his ability to make plays like this with his feet. Not only does he pick up a first down, but he steps out, buys him a little bit more time to kind of regroup for this next play.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. He'll try a pass here. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. And he's back to throw again on second down. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Texas State.
What a touchdown by this offense. They're down one now, an extra point away from tying this game up with under 2 minutes to go.
Here comes the point after attempt. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Your worst-case scenario, you go to overtime. But can they make something happen here? Try to win it in regulation. Let's see. A draw to the back. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. And a timeout is called late in this tie game. Crucial choices coming up. This offense moves into enemy territory inside the 45 after that big play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
And they pick up the first on the ground. They stop him behind the line. That'll set up fourth down now.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
And the defense calls time here with 23 seconds left. So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. He made it. 3 points on the board. And the sideline celebrates. They've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
After the late field goal, they'll kick it away. The offense a chance to tie it up if they can get into field goal position quickly. Here comes the Texas State offense back out there. They've got to gain some yardage to get in better field goal position here. How efficient can they be? How much risk will they take? And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Now, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay of game. Offense.
Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking for a late deep throw. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
Chris, this is it. Last shot here. Let's see if anybody can come up with a miracle play.
Looking for a late deep shot. And the pass is incomplete as time runs out. Game over. But they put a lot of points on the board, Kirk. The offense really clicking today, but it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, you got to understand that this defense has certainly played better, but they played one of the most talented offenses, in my opinion, in the entire country. Obviously, there's plenty to improve on, but you also have to acknowledge that the offense was just really good.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Hermstreet, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Bobcats will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will go to work first. It's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him, but David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week, you can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
Line getting set on second down. They'll run play action. Got it in the middle. It's Ramos. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the air. It's Sayin. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Bobcats offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big too.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone. Mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it good.
And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Here's the handoff. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games. by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you. People are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
Dropping back, it's Sayan. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Turning it on! He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Porter. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Bootleg and rolling out. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you kick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
He'll set up to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play, you line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jackson will throw. Got a man. It's Burrell. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
He leaves it with his back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. On the move.
It's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. And even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Caught near the sticks. It's Mims. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll send the back in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time. Down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
So listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare.
And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Texas State. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Here comes the two-point try. Jackson gonna throw it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback will keep it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their front side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Motion from the back. Jackson will throw. The screen, he can go. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football.
Oh, he's got some space. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. The Bobcats are flying down the field. Try to get it to the edge. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll take it himself. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
He's going to run it. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
The number one key for this defense coming into this game was finding a way to stop this quarterback from running the football. And guys, they have not done a good job of that early in this game. He has been able to get out of the pocket, whether it's been designed runs or scrambles like on what we just saw. The defense has got to start changing it up. They need to spy him more, I think, moving forward.
And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Caught in the backfield. It's Burrell. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. He wants to change this route. Jackson gonna throw it. Back's looking for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Throwing right.
He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. And the Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass, it's Sayed. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Porter. And he make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out there inside the horseshoe.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They want to run this quarterback. It may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
The defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Running into the open space.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close at line of scrimmage.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. In your own territory, 4th down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. The Bobcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grant behind the line. It's Burrell. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Bobcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. That's caught. It's Morton. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. With the catch, it's Ball. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. The Bobcats are rolling down the field. Power football with the run. There he goes.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. A designed run for the quarterback. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a man miss. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides.
Turning it on! They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can just have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The inside handoff. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll test the right side. Creates a little space.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Bobcats look to keep this drive humming. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him. A nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit and delivering the strike.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. Fourth down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big fourth down conversion.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
Sends it back in motion. Jackson will throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. A 70-yard touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. Trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Weaver.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Snap from the gun on third down. Finds his man. It's Brooks. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. To the air, it's Sayin. With the catch, it's Porter. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Reading the option and say it. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense is able to go out and shut the door. They put the clamps down. They've got a big lead, and with that fumble, they're going to win the game. You've got to give this defense credit for finishing.
Trying to get the corner. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Second and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. They'll go right back to the run. Steamrolls his way ahead. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too. Using his legs, it's Atkins. Makes it past the marker. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all time.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking